Hello, everyone. My name is Stanley St. Rose, and today we're going to be talking about Gravity's Rainbow by Thomas Pynchon. Now, before I go into summary and analysis of this work, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment so that the channel can continue to grow. All right. This is a strange book. Very strange book. Weird, very weird book. We're at the end of World War II, and the Germans are firing at England, the British, basically. And supposedly, there's a man by the name of Tyrone Slothrop, and he's aroused when these V2 rockets are fired by the Germans, or like he'll have sex with somebody, and then a few days later, wherever he had sex, that's where the attacks happen. And so the work is him having these encounters, and then there would be rockets uh soon after, or just during, after he's done having sex. It's a strange book. It's a very strange book. Um, so just to make all of this very short, he was experimented on. Um, so he's experimented on. There's scientists and people who have mystical powers working in this white visitation type of organization, um, where they figure out how to mess with the Germans psychologically. Yeah, this is a weird book. I mean, it's just very weird. And so throughout the narrative, we're looking at them studying Tyrone here, and when he has sex, when he doesn't have sex, who he has sex with, what city is he having sex in, and how the rockets are fired. Um, so this is very strange. We see him being tracked. We see like people doing research to figure out what he's up to. And there's also this ongoing investigation about, well, how can we study this to replicate it so that we know when our enemies are going to fire rockets at us? Yeah. So there are women um, that are recruited to get Slothrop to have a sexual relationship with them so that this can be further studied. We see Slothrop going on his own after the war, even to figure out his past, what happened. And there's also like this hunt for this rocket, or like secret weapons. Um, it again, this is a strange book. We do learn that it's Tyrone's father who gave permission for him to be experimented on, so that he can get a scholarship to college. Um, we see several relationship that Slothrop has within the work, and how people try to take his superpower away. So somehow his libido, his penis can, um, I guess, predict um, rocket attacks. Again, very strange book, very strange book. So this is all about espionage, spies, secret experiments. I mean, there's in terms of deeper meaning, There's lots of people that study like secret things that the Germans were inventing and building and trying to figure out to get an advantage in the war in World War II. Um, this work is definitely going off of that. Um, it's just a very strange way to detect if a missile's coming or not, just by tracking a man's sexual behavior. This work is not just science experiments and military spying, espionage, and whatnot. There's also witches and people who have access to the spirit world for some reason. Um, yeah, this is a very strange work. Um, the title Gravity's Rainbow. I mean, there's several interpretations about it. What it may mean. Um, there isn't a consensus on what it does mean. I mean, you can think about the arc that a rocket makes when it's being launched from one place to another. I mean, okay. Um, the sacrifices that go into warfare. Um, this work definitely does show you how crazy people will get. I mean, this is satire. Let's be honest. This is satire. Um, but at the same time, I mean, countries do go to desperate means to win wars. You know, psychological means. Um, you know, when it's wartime, yes, there are crimes of war, but people like it's war. I mean, people will do anything to win. So sometimes if they have to um, kick you below the belt, then they have to kick you below the belt to win. Um, so yeah, this is what you get from this book. Um, there's a lot of smaller narratives that take place within the work. Um, trying to discover what either side is doing, trying to discover the experiments that were done on people, especially Slothrop, Tyrone here, with his magical sex life is definitely a strange way to get an edge in war, but somehow it worked. So that's why he's carefully observed and looked at throughout this work, um, to see, well, if we can replicate this, if he can be stopped. Um, so yeah. Um, I mean, I do recommend this work if you're into this type of content in terms of, or this type of literature in terms of uh, the military, looking at countries' behavior in times of warfare. Because things like this, of course, they happened. I mean, when it's wartime, the weapons and the things that countries will go to, the lengths that they will go to win a war, is mind-boggling. Um, so if that's the type of book that you like to read, I do recommend it. Um, so it's definitely a lot. Um, this type of premise, this type of conclusion is just it's quite interesting. Yeah. All right. That's all I have to say about this work. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.